defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes a grab deep. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
To the ground with the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. With jet sweep pass. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Bears are on the move. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Williams will pass. Here's a hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He might want another play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They've got the screen set up. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. He wants to change this route. Williams looking for a man. It's complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Boston. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Huskies headed quickly to the line. On the option. He'll toss it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he launches in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Robertson. Trying to get behind the defense. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room at the 20. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
And this linebacker is all over the field in run support. When they throw the football, though, man, does he have great vision, and he breaks on the football. Look at him using the hands. He had 2 a week ago. Throw in another today. That's a season for a linebacker most of the time. Great 2-game stretch for this LB.
Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
On third down, going up top. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Husky.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisville found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Cardinals football today. Those Cards fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the run, it's Washington. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Smashes ahead. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running route to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
The Bears decide to punt it away.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Green.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
He'll try to do it himself. He's out of bounds after a nice pickup. Did not get the 1st down, but that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Williams will pass. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bears! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
A strike downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Snagged on the outside. It's Green. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gets the back moving. Williams looking for a man. Makes the catch. It's Green. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Fires to the right. On target over the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Wants to throw again. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious. He is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the run. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off-play action on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man, it's Robertson. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Touchdown, Washington! Quick strike through the air for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They keep it on the ground to open the third. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Robertson. Finds a tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Bringing the heat. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Baylor! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Yeah, if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Evans.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Williams will pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Kept it loose past the marker. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy to get him on the ground.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Close to the marker, it's Coleman. Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. First down here for the offense. Sends it back in motion. Oh, a double pass. Going to try to get it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Williams looking for a man. Headed to the end zone, and he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Direct snap. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Washington. He has the first and still on his feet. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Bears just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And how easy was that? There's so much speed on the field in college football, and you get me lined up, and I'm trying to play coverage, and then all of a sudden that guy flies across the formation, and now
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Western Michigan rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Throws for the tight end. Finds a man by himself. There he goes. He's at the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Here we go, here we go. Williams will pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
They'll go with a direct snap. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
he's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for room. It's Washington. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
A flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Keep it on the ground. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Baylor! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he made the extra point without problem. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll send the back in motion. Williams looking for a man. That's caught. It's Boston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Trying play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the game.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Going downfield for the big play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Williams will pass. Makes the grab. Elevates over his man. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for space. It's Washington. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Got it in the middle. It's Washington.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. The Bears are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And the Bears back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Great place to start for this offense.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
The Huskies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Fights off a defender. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down.
On the ready. Charcoal.
Williams looking for a man. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Huskies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Going with the ground game left.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson. He wants a big play here late. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And as he throws, the incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.